Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? Man, hey, we're gonna do these videos over the next few weeks about these playoffs. And man, it's something that's we're gonna start off by talking about these Pacers. Man, the Pacers have fought all year to get home court advantage. And they give it up the first game of the playoffs. I mean, this has got to be one of the most historic drop offs in one season in NBA history. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I mean, like I said, I live in Indianapolis. I know what's going on. Well, I think I know what's going on. But for the most part, it is not good all around. Larry Bird is pissed. Frank Vogel, for you to be the number one seed in the East, you are on the hot seat. These guys can't handle success. And what I mean by that, I mean this. Your goal all year was to get the number one seed so you can have home court. I mean, I know your ultimate goal is to win the championship, but your ultimate goal you was talking all year was getting the number one seed. Stuff went bad for the Pacers and it kind of backfired, or they kind of, went back on their statements. There's a point in time they didn't care about getting the number one seed. Now you got the number one seed and you lose game one to Atlanta. I mean, look at the last month and a half, 2 months, how y'all played. Like shit. You got guys fighting huddles. George Hill, Lance Stevenson. You got Roy Hibbert calling out players saying they selfish, but you don't want to say their name. Call them out. Call them out. But you call a player out, you better not stink up the joint like you've been doing ever since you called that alleged player out. I think you're personally talking about Lance Stevenson. But we don't know. But you haven't done shit since you called that person out. Roy, you're 7'2". There is no reason on God's green earth why you should be going back to back multiple games without scoring. Or you play against the Heat, you got 5 points and 1 rebound? Hell no. No. You don't do that after you call a teammate out. Come on, Roy. You just don't do that. Paul George. Man, let's talk about Paul George real quick. This year, like the first quarter of the season, he was deemed MVP. He was deemed as the next superstar in the NBA. I had kind of questions about that because I was like, let me see how he does the whole year. And I think the pressure of him being one of the next NBA superstars got to him. I mean, yeah, he had the little story about the stripper and all this and all that. Man, I got that. Everybody has something going on. I got it. But I really think the pressure of him, of this NBA superstar label, got to him. Does he have the capabilities and the talent to be an NBA superstar? I think absolutely. That man is a beast. I like him. But NBA superstars, man, they bring it more than not. LeBron, he brings it more than not. KD, he brings it more than not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about individually. I'm talking about successfully. Where he goes, the team goes. And right now, man, Paul George is not carrying that torch like that right now. And these Pacers, man, they're stinking up the joint. They probably have to be. I think I tweeted this yesterday. They got to be one of the most questioned number one seeds in recent NBA playoff history. They really do. I mean, look at Miami, man. Did Miami care if they got the number one seed or not? Absolutely not. Miami has been to the NBA Finals whether it was number one seed or not. They know what it takes to win. Period. They know what it takes to win. You never heard a cop out saying, I ain't gonna say a cop out, but you never heard them saying, if Game 7 was on our court, we would have won. Well, you had 6 other games to prove what you would have done if you would have won. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have won Game 1 last year in Miami. Then y'all would have been in the finals. I remember Game 1 when Roy Hibbert was on the bench and LeBron went straight to the hole and made that layup in overtime. Matter of fact, they made the same mistake twice in one game. For end of regulation and end of the first overtime. So, I mean, come on, man. Yeah, The Pacers are looking bad right now, man. Frank Vogel, I've been saying this for about 2 months now. If the Indiana Pacers do not make it to the NBA Finals, Frank Vogel is gone. To guarantee that, if they don't at least if they get eliminated before the Eastern Conference Finals, he is definitely gone. Larry Bird is not happy, man. He's saying that Frank Vogel is too soft on the guys. The Pacers never take the fight to their opponent. They always wait for their opponent to take the fight to them, and then they want to find the fight. Well, I'm going to tell you something, man. The last 2 times Atlanta's been in Indy, Atlanta's been the only one fighting. Atlanta has been the only one fighting. You got Jeff Teague. By the way, that boy is balling. I mean, he probably won't win Most Improved Player of the Year and might give to Anthony Davis, but Teague definitely deserves consideration for that award. But young man's balling. He's back home. He's from Indy. He's from the crib. You know, I mean, he's playing at the crib, so he's playing in Indy. You know, with a chip on his shoulder, and he's exposing George Hill. He's exposing him. Good night. He's tearing George Hill ass up. Paul Millsap, David West, you're supposed to be the dog of the team. Millsap went to work, sir. And then, Kyle. What the hell is Kyle Korver doing blocking Roy Hibbert? I don't care if he double pumps it or not. What in the hell is Kyle Korver blocking Roy Hibbert for? Another prime example, Roy Hibbert. You don't need to say shit. And you're too sensitive. You like one of the most sensitive cats in the league. Come on, Roy Hibbert, man. The Pacers it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. You got stories about these groupies, about these cats, allegedly doing something to the same girl, catching something, catching feelings or whatever. I said the word allegedly. I don't want to be deemed as spreading rumors or whatever, but it's out there. It's out there. It's shown on the court. You guys are arguing with each other. Some of y'all won't even pass something to catch the ball. Lance Stevenson, he does his little antics. Lance Stevenson, another guy, great improved player. I honestly thought before, the All-Star, he should have went to the All-Star game. I thought he should have went to the All-Star game. His game has improved dramatically, but he's still immature. He is still immature. When I mean by immature, I mean the antics. He had got eliminated or ejected out that Miami game? No. But you already got a technical foul. So why do you continue to provoke people and give people a reason to message you, Lance? And that's what I'm talking about. I know he shouldn't have got ejected. I understand that. But when you already have a target on your back, cats look at you. They don't look at you for what you did at that time. They look at you for what you've done previously. And any little thing is gonna fire them up. I was arguing with a cat about that on Twitter a few months ago. He probably still don't understand because he's biased. He's from Cincinnati. But it's cool. I'm a realist. I love sports, and I talk real about all teams. Indiana is in trouble. They are in trouble. Miami kind of set Indiana up anyway. Because let's say they do get out of this series with Boston. Who they playing? Or they do get out of this series with Atlanta. They got to mess around and play the winner. They got to play the winner of the I think it's the Brooklyn and Toronto series. So let's say they play Brooklyn. Come on, they got a tough road ahead of them. A tough road. But right now we're not even gonna talk about the second round because they lost home court advantage already. But Larry Bird is not happy. Larry Bird is not happy. Pacer fans are not happy. I've been to plenty games in Bankers Life Fieldhouse. When the Pacer fans are booing the home team, it is serious. Because I hate the Pacers. But those are some die-hard fans. And when they are booing the Pacers, it is serious. Indianapolis is a blue-collar town. It's a blue-collar city. They love their sports people. They love the Colts. They love the Pacers. When you are not performing and you stinking up the joint like y'all have been the last month and a half, 2 months, the fans are going to let y'all know. But the bad part, y'all hearing this from the fans and you're still not improving. Y'all are sucking right now. There's no cop-out. There's no excuses. You wanted it, you got it. Because like I've been saying, I don't think you guys, the Pacers can't handle success, and they don't know how it feels to be the hunted. And right now, you're the hunted because you're the number 1 seed. You're taking all the pressure off the defending champs. I mean, we'll see what Miami does later on today. They play Charlotte, but you're taking all the pressure off the defending champs, and that's exactly what they want. So that's my take on the Pacers, man. They're sucking. They are sucking. I'll tell you what. Let them not show up game two. They don't show up game two, they mess around and might get swept. They might get swept, sir. Because I think the stat is they have lost like 15 of their last 17 down in Atlanta, something like that. Boy, they sucking. So they better win game two. I might go to that game. I might go to that game. But them cats ain't been the same since they let Danny Granger go. Let's just be honest. Even though Granger wasn't playing much for him, he was still a focal point in that locker room. So they ain't been the same since they let Granger go. But hey, it is what it is, man. That's my take, man. These playoffs is hot right now, though. Big ups to Golden State and their big win yesterday. I would do a video on the Clippers, but they really didn't lay an egg as much as the Pacers did. The Clippers had opportunities to win. They didn't. I think that was Cliff Paul shooting those 2 free throws that missed it yesterday. That wasn't Chris. I'll say it was Cliff. But Blake Griffin, you can't foul out 19 minutes of a playoff game. You just can't do that. You cannot foul out 19 minutes of a playoff game. But it is what it is, man. Till next time.